Hey, what's up everybody? It's your mortgage expert, Brian McCauley here. So you're looking to buy a house, need to get a home loan, and you're interested in the down payment assistance options in your area? Stick around. In this video, I'm going to teach you all the tips and tricks you need to know about down payment assistance. So listen, as the housing market continues to heat up, more and more people are trying to buy houses. They need access to more funds. Sometimes they don't have all the money for the down payment. Sometimes they don't have all the money for the closing cost. So a lot of folks are looking into down payment assistance programs. Down payment assistance programs are phenomenal programs. They are programs designed to help people, potential home buyers, with income restrictions and housing restriction limits that need access to additional funds for a down payment and for the closing costs. So in today's video, I want to teach you the pros and the cons, the goods and the bads, the ins and the outs, and the yings and the yangs of down payment assistance. Why I think down payment assistance is a great thing. There are some gotchas, there are some challenges, so I want to make sure and clarify those. So, topic number one around down payment assistance is majority of down payment assistance programs for buyers, first-time home buyers, have income limit restrictions and also have housing limit restrictions. So let me explain what I mean. So first-time home buyers are people that are eligible for these programs, but every specific county puts income restrictions on these programs, meaning you or your family household income cannot make more than a certain amount each year in order to qualify. So you can be a first-time home buyer, but you can be a millionaire, and obviously these programs are not designed for folks in those financial positions. They are designed for people that need the money and they need more help than others. So they put income restrictions around these programs to make sure the right people are benefiting from these programs. Now, as far as what the income amount is, well, it's case by case based on the county, and it's case by case depending upon if they're single, if there's a full household, the number of kids. But I will tell you generally, in the DFW area, income restrictions usually are about 80% of the AMI in the area, the average median income. The way you find this out is you can use a census map, you can use a down payment assistance map, and it'll tell you, hey, if the median income in the area is $100,000, and in order to qualify, you have to be at 80% of that. That would mean that you, the buyer, couldn't make more than $80,000 a year in order to be eligible for that down payment assistance program. Again, they do this because there's limited amount of funds. They want to make sure the right people that are making the right amount of income or lack thereof are benefiting from these programs, and that's why they check your income to make sure that you're not above the limits. So the second part about down payment assistance programs is after you qualify based on your income limits, there are property limit restrictions. That's right, property limit restrictions, meaning you cannot buy over a certain limit or a certain amount in certain areas. I will tell you again, it varies case by case depending upon the specific county, but in Dallas normally for 1 to 4 people it's about $300,000, and if there's 5 to 10 people including kids it's probably about $350,000. That may range or scale up or down $20,000 to $50,000 depending on where you're at, but there are restrictions on the amount of house you can buy. So again, it has income restrictions, it's got property limit restrictions, so you have to meet all those qualifications as a first-time home buyer in order to be eligible. Now I want to talk about the benefits of down payment assistance. So the benefits are obviously if you're getting a conventional loan that needs 3% down, if you're getting an FHA loan it needs 3.5% down. So that down payment that's required on that conventional or that FHA loan program is now subsidized by the down payment assistance through the county. So you don't have to put the 3% down, you don't have to put the 3.5% down. The down payment assistance will act as your down payment, and the city and the grant and the bond program will take care of that for you. It's a great thing for people that are challenged on cash, that are needing to find a way to bridge the gap between the down payment and the closing costs for the total cash to close. Sometimes either, sometimes both. Now, this is a great thing when it comes to helping people become homeowners when they don't have all the funds. The downside to down payment assistance is based on whatever down payment assistance you're qualified for, which one you choose. Some of these programs are grants. Some of them are repayable and non-repayable. So let's talk about what repayable and non-repayable means. What a lot of lenders don't clarify for borrowers out there is you have to make sure and choose the right down payment assistance program for you. Assuming you're qualified, down payment assistance, again, is a set aside amount of grant money each year for individuals or families that don't have enough money to qualify on their own. Therefore, they need the down payment assistance to help them with the down payment and the closing costs. So if you get a Forgivable grant, This means that you can use the down payment funds, you can refinance, you can sell the house in no certain period of time, and you don't have to repay back any of that money. Now, if you get a down payment assistance program that has a repayable grant, this means that you cannot refinance, pay off, or exit the property within a certain amount of time, or you, as the new homeowner, are gonna have to pay that money back. You have to be extremely careful around that because not all down payment assistance programs are the same. Some are repayable, some are non-repayable. There are also specialized down payment assistance programs out there. What I mean by specialized is a generic down payment assistance program is for everybody that makes under a certain amount of money. That's a first-time buyer that buys under a certain amount in their area. But you have specialized down payment assistance programs like Homes for Heroes. This is a specific down payment assistance program that specializes for firefighters, for police officers, anybody that's a public service worker. So this is a little bit more niche-y and catered and tailored towards people in certain industries that still have to qualify with the income and the property specifics. So some of these, again, are great. They're a little bit stronger and better than your everyday average down payment assistance program. But again, the biggest component is you have to pay attention to whether or not these down payment assistance loans are going to be forgivable, aka repayable or not. Because some people get in the house and they're there for a year, interest rates drop, they want to refinance, and they find out when they go to refinance, the type of down payment assistance program that they got from the lender at the time requires a 3-year stable, no refinance, no move out, no payoff history. Which means if you try to refinance, or you try to pay it off, or you try to do something within that time frame, you have to repay it all back. And that really defeats the purpose of what the down payment assistance is for. So whether you're doing a general down payment assistance program, or whether you're doing a unique, tailored, specific down payment assistance program, make sure that that down payment assistance program is forgivable, meaning that you can refinance, move, sell, pay off the property in any amount of time, and you, the homeowner, won't be penalized. Now, the last thing I want to talk about are the downsides of down payment assistance. So what happens is when you have certain individuals that qualify for the income limit, they qualify for the housing limit based on the property specifics. The challenge is a lot of people are trying to buy in these same exact areas, in these same exact homes. So you have a lot more potential bidders than you do properties. And one of the challenges is that pushes the prices up really, really quick. You have to become extremely aggressive in your offer. And sometimes the down payment assistance programs don't help the people as much as they could or as much as they should in a market that wasn't quite as competitive. So what we see a lot of times is we have great buyers, they have good credit scores, they need down payment assistance, and so we help set them up with a down payment assistance program. But because they're buying a property in a hot area in Dallas that's $300,000, $350,000, $400,000, you've got a lot of the same people in the same income brackets all going after the same properties, and you've got way more human beings than you do houses, and so it causes a price spike, and therefore it defeats the purpose of the down payment assistance because it costs them more money to come out of pocket. Sometimes they have to do appraisal waivers. So these are things to take into consideration when qualifying for down payment assistance. The last negative thing about down payment assistance is these funds aren't endless, meaning every single year the city and or the state allocates a certain amount of money that they set aside to help potential homeowners throughout the year. And once those funds are used up, those funds are done. So depending upon what time in the year you're buying a house, those funds may be available, those funds might not be available. Obviously, the further it is in the calendar year, the more funds get used up. And so it's smarter for you as a potential buyer to buy sooner in the year rather than later in the year, because if you're looking to buy later in the year, let's call it October, November, December, and those funds are already used up for the entire year, even though you qualify, if those specific funds for that down payment assistance program are not available, you have to wait until they set aside funds for that following calendar year. So listen, there's a lot more to down payment assistance loans, and we'd be happy to help you out, but hopefully you found this starting video useful. If you did, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, share it with somebody that you know that could benefit from this video about down payment assistance. And if you want to have a conversation about the future of homeownership, down payment assistance, or even just to get a pre-approval and get your situation set up, do us a favor, call us, email us, text us. We're always here for you. Until next time, stay tuned.